This video will show you how to replace the power steering reservoir on a Mitsubishi Lancer. This will be located along the passenger side of your engine compartment. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Locate the power steering reservoir along the passenger side of the engine compartment. Now of course you do want to make sure that you have brand new power steering fluid to top off once you've completed this job. With that said, the first thing we're going to do, remove the cap from the power steering reservoir and remove as much fluid as possible. Go ahead and use a fluid extractor if necessary. Now it's almost impossible to remove all the fluid from this, so let's continue on with our mounting hardware along the top. We're using a 12mm for each of these. A thorough inspection of the mounting hardware as we continue on will be replacing as necessary. Let's take hold of that reservoir. We can lift it up into a position that we can gain access to our two hoses. As for each of these hoses, they have a small squeezable clamp. Squeeze the ears of the clamp together and remove the hose from the reservoir. Keep in mind, as you start removing these hoses, fluid may be inside and you do not want to spill any of this on the ground. I'm just going to use a collection pad under here. Just in case any fluid does make its way out, we'll collect and recycle it as necessary. We'll use some pliers to squeeze the ears on the clamp. Slide that down the hose. If your clamp looks rotted and weak, you're definitely going to want to replace it. This one feels fine, so let's continue on with the removal of the hose. Typically, to remove the hose, you can give it a twist to break it free and then slide it out of position. If necessary, you can use an angled hose pick. Just be careful not to cause damage to the hose. We'll make sure the hose is soft and pliable, not torn, worn, or damaged in any way. If it is, you're going to want to service that or replace it. This one looks fine, so I'm setting it aside. We'll continue on to the next hose. Now we can see we do still have fluid inside the reservoir. We are going to lose a little bit. I have my collection receptacle. To help prevent losing too much fluid, we want to make sure we hold this hose in the upright position. Any fluid that's trapped in this area needs to be leading over towards the power steering pump on the opposite side. We'll tilt the reservoir. There is fluid in here. And now, of course, we are going to finish recycling that fluid, but there it is, friend. Thorough inspection of that hose real quick. Let's prepare to install our brand new power steering reservoir. We know the larger hose goes to the bottom. Let's start that on there. We're pressing it on as far as possible and holding it in place with the original clamp. As far as this clamp, we want to make sure we have it in the same positioning as when we had removed it. Now we can move along to our next hose. We'll slide this into place. You know what to do. Get that clamp on there in the same exact position. Let's just double check both of those hoses to confirm they're properly secured. We don't want to have a power steering fluid leak. Now we can remove our collection receptacle from under this area and install that reservoir along the body of the vehicle. Get this aligned. We're starting in each piece of our 12mm headed hardware. Once they're both started in, you can snug them up. We'll double check to make sure it's properly secured in place. And now we're going to fill the power steering fluid reservoir with the manufacturer's specified fluid. Go ahead and turn that cap counterclockwise and remove it from the reservoir. Now we're going to fill up that power steering fluid reservoir with our manufacturer's specified fluid. Once you have it full to the maximum line, you're going to reinstall your cap. Okay, friend, we finished our installation. Now, the next thing you need to do is make your way into the passenger compartment and start the vehicle. You want to confirm that you remove any air from in the system. As you remove air, you'll find that the fluid makes its way down. Top it off up to the maximum line. Reinstall the cover, make sure you have no leaks. Take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.